We're going to make you some questions, and the first one is between content, language, and driven language approach. Which one would you choose to teach children?
Well, children, depending on their age. It's like for teenagers, like grown kids, I would prefer content because it's important for them to understand. They are not learning the language as we do, like we are kids, you know, like they are not. They have to be conscious about the structure of the language. But for kids, like in kindergarten or in primary school, it's better to use language because it's like more natural. They just acquire the language, you know. They understand without explanation the structure, the verb, the subject. It doesn't matter. It's just like taking it and starting using it.
Okay. Yeah. Next.
The next question is, which activity will you apply to implement sheltered instruction approach?
Well, actually, it also depends on the group because we have to remember we're working with people, and we have to be very careful in which which activities we choose depending on the group. There are kids who like, I don't know, like some topics, like depending on the group, it's if they are only boys or girls or they are boys and girls. But I usually make projects, you know, like based on what they like. I prepare like activities in which I mix, you know, like the content and the language, and I kind of mix both depending on the interests they have.
Okay, the next question is, do you know any other approach that is more suitable for teaching?
Well, nowadays I am relearning how to teach, you know, because after some years that you do the same thing or you share the same with the same teachers in the same institution, well, I have been feeling that I just stopped my learning, you know, and we have to learn all the time, you know, even if we are professionals or whatever. And nowadays I'm like making a research. It's my personal research. I decided to quit in traditional schools, and I'm very interested in natural learning. By natural I mean these approaches in which children develop their own needs, their own interests, and these approaches have been like growing this time, like 20, 30 years ago here in Latin America, because there are too many places like Europe and the States in which they have been researching these approaches. But I'm very interested, for example, in Waldorfschule. I don't know if you have heard of it. It's a German teaching in which children grow and show their interests in a very natural way. You know, it's like the teacher is not telling you write this or draw this, or no. It's like the kids are showing their interests. You know, there are kids that say, "I love plants, so okay, let's plant." And while we are planting, we speak English. You know, it's like that because it's the natural way to do it. A language is a possibility to communicate. Language is, for me, you know, in my process, it's like language can't be something thought. You have to feel first in English. I love English. I really like it, and I liked it since I'm I don't know, like 3 years old, and that's what I want for kids. Yeah, and English. I don't know if you have seen it, but teachers, like language teachers here in Colombia, suffer a lot because people don't like English.
Yeah.
And it's because it's not natural. It's like, I have to go to my English class to be, I am, you are, he, she is. And that's doesn't matter, you know, like the things that matter is that you feel and you like have the need to speak, to communicate. And the English class or the French class, Chinese class, whatever, must be a tool to give you that possibility to communicate.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, what kind of task do you usually apply for students?
The same answer. You know, it's like what they ask me. I try to communicate with them not as students, as partners, you know. And when we start feeling students as partners, as human beings, it's more beautiful because you understand what they like, what they don't like, because sometimes what they feel, you know. It's like sometimes when I arrived to the school, because as you know, I decided to quit, and I had like a super activity, I enjoyed planning and everything. When I arrived, there were 2 or 3 kids in a group of 25 or 30. They were not interested, you know. And that's normal, you know. It's like it's not their fault. It's like if you come here and talk about cars, I don't know anything about cars and I don't care. It's like I just take a car to move. Yeah. But it's based on what they like, and they give you the answers. They give you they give you the subject, they give you the strategy, they give you everything. You just have to be a good reader. I think that's the most important thing. The teacher must be a good reader of those humans, of those people who are sharing with you. That's it.